The Defense Headquarters Quarterly Press Conference provides an avenue for members of the public to be updated on the activities of the Nigerian military in the ongoing battle against insecurity from its various theaters of operations spread across the country. Speaking with defense correspondents, the Director Defense Media Operations, Major General Edward Buba, said in the second quarter of 2024, troops of the Nigerian Armed Forces carried out coordinated attacks on terrorist enclaves and strongholds, leading to the killing of a total of 2,245 terrorists, while arresting 3,682 suspected terrorists and other criminal elements, and the rescue of 1,993 kidnapped hostages.
We recovered 2,783 weapons with 64,547 assorted ammunition during the second quarter of 2024. Significantly, we denied the oil theft of an estimated sum of over 10 billion naira in the second quarter of 2024.
The defense spokesman also highlighted some notable successes in aerial bombardments across different local government areas occupied by terrorists.
The air component of Operation Adirindaji during the second quarter of the year 2024 conducted air interdictions to terrorist enclaves and camps, which include and is not limited to the following locations: Kankara, Zurmi, Dan Musa, Maradum, and Gusau, as well as areas within Katsina and Zamfara states. Now, as a result of this air interdiction, several terrorist leaders and their commanders were wiped off the battlefield, and we will continue to wipe them off as we move forward into the next quarter. Now, the air component of Operation Wild Punch conducted airstrikes on terrorist enclaves at the following locations, and these airstrikes are not limited to the mentioned locations. Airstrikes were conducted to Meriga. Airstrikes were conducted to Alawa Forest. Airstrikes were conducted to Kwaki Forest. Airstrikes were conducted to Chikum, Kuduru, Giwa, and several other areas in which terrorists hibernate in Niger and Kaduna states. Troops are actively fighting simultaneously across different theaters of operation in the country. We are fighting in different forms, and we retain operational flexibility. Our operational flexibility gives us the ability to respond to different events and to project forces according to our strategic needs. For instance, very recently, we have inserted protection of farmers in our operational plan, particularly at this time that we are in the rainy season. This is in order that we can have a bumper harvest so that citizens can have food on their table.
Major General Buba assured citizens of the armed forces' commitment to maintain high spirit and stamina in the front lines to ensure the safety of lives and property of all citizens.